This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good afternoon, Dr. Irene Katzela. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful afternoon?
Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm here in Toronto, in Canada. Still a little bit of a cold weather, but I'm doing great.
Does it ever get warm in Canada?
It does.
I'm joking.
It does. I know it is, people believe that we have only cold. We don't. We have wonderful summers.
Now, is your first language English?
No, I was born and raised in Greece.
Ooh, I heard the accent. Ooh, that's pretty cool. At what age did you learn English?
Oh, very early on, almost 4 years of age. But you can never get rid of your accent.
Well, yeah, it's good, right? It's a good accent, isn't it?
It is.
Well, tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
Oh, I think that there are two things. One, it is I was very intrigued by your project about, collecting snapshots of people's journeys through life. And I suppose that from my own side, my journey into technology, innovation, and make things happen. I'm an engineer.
Yeah, it's pretty intriguing what you do. Were you always into the technology part? Well, first of all, tell us about what you do.
Oh, yes. My specialization is in communication networks. So that means everything that has to do with the internet, mobile technologies, and any innovation that enable people to communicate over distances as we're doing today.
Which is fascinating, right? It's absolutely fascinating, the ability to connect with you all the way in Canada. I'm in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're hearing each other it feels as though a millisecond different from when I'm speaking to the time that it arrives your way. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. And if we just consider how the period of time that we have achieved, I mean, when we say we, I mean, the whole engineering and scientific community, that it is even more fascinating. Don't forget that all the modern communication technologies, they are less than 50 years old.
Can you imagine what will happen in the next 50 years? Because it's momentum, right? It's not like it's going to be a direct reflection of the first 50 years.
It's going to be exponential we haven't even scratched the surface of what is happening down the road. Don't forget, everything, all the knowledge that we are accumulating over time, especially in the technology space, it almost doubles every 18 months, if not faster. So it's absolutely fantastic what is happening. It is a great time.
Now, I would pinpoint right now that you have a quality called curiosity. That's accurate, right? Who did you learn that from?
That is absolutely, you're spot on. Yes, curiosity. I think that I was born with a lot of curiosity and question everything from very early on. But I was also very happy to have parents that they encouraged me to be curious and question everything. And I think that it is a great place to be, to have this encouragement from your environment.
Now, there are times that you're shut down because of your curiosity, and there are times that you wonder, should I ask that question? Why will you continue to be that person nevertheless?
Because there's no other way to be, really. I mean, what we will be without curiosity? I mean, the thing is that you learn something new. You just explore, you discover. That's what life is all about, discovery. And I know that at times, there are times that people just stop you from asking questions, but there's no reason to listen to that. You have to listen to yourself. If you have a question, ask it. I mean, as I always say, even to my students or everyone, there are no stupid questions. There are only stupid answers.
I've seen that, definitely. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Oh, I'm just very much entrepreneurial in my efforts. So I'm just involved a lot in the ecosystem of startups here in Toronto, especially in the mobility space. And all of them, I mean, the common kind of denominator in everything that I do, it is exactly what you pointed out, curiosity, to see what it is the next step. So my latest project has to do a lot on how people are moving into urban environments and also affect the way that they move. So the choices that they make in their everyday journeys, the mobility in the urban environments. And I say that because I don't know how it is in Trinidad, but urban centers in North America, they suffer a lot from traffic and a lot about people are we all losing tons of time because of the commuting, because of so many cars and all of that. So my latest venture has to do with incentivize people to use alternative modes of transportation, and we have a lot available in order to help their lives, the environment, and the cities they are living.
I love it. Where's the best place for someone that's listening to connect with you?
The LinkedIn is the best place to connect with me, or Twitter, but LinkedIn, I think it is the easiest.
How does it make you feel to see what you've accomplished over the last 3 years?
Oh, it makes me very happy. I mean, it makes me happy because I only do things that makes me happy. So the thing is that, and also see things that are progressing to the direction that you set them to be. It's very rewarding. But I don't like to look at the past. I like to look at the future and what it is possible even in the near future and 3, 6, 10 years ahead of me.
Love it. All right. Amazing audience. Again, you're hearing it live from Dr. Irene Katzela. You can connect with her on LinkedIn. Dr. Irene, let's switch gears for a moment now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Oh.
Dr. Irene, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, my God. My earliest childhood memory was that just destroying my toys to see how they work.
How old were you in this memory?
I think that I just started quite early in this way. So, and I know that because not that I remember all of these, it might be something like 4 or 5, because my mother was trying to get toys away from me in order to save them, because I wanted to see what it is inside.
How do you see that memory? Well, I mean, I'll still ask the question, but definitely the writing is on the wall. But how do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I think that it is the essence of who I am. I mean, and I think that everything just starts from there and keep on going. And as I said, I was fortunate enough not to have anyone to stop me.
Yeah. You know, something popped out. Can I offer something as well to your memory that popped up into my mind when you described that? Can I?
Of course.
I love the fact as well that we have to give credit to those that built before, because it's been the foundation of what you and others can then move forward into. So like the people that build the toys then that you were able to break apart, right? And explore. It's really cool as well to give that the foresight, if you would, or even just gratitude, right? For the builders, because it's because of the previous builders we're able to have the communications that we have now. And just to add to your memory, it's pretty pretty cool as well to remember. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, everything is a chain. Everything is interconnected. There's no way that, especially in science, that you can do something alone. And another reason why I mention the positive influences that I have in my life is because, don't forget, I'm a woman in science, and we are a minority even to this day. And I strongly believe that the reason why the numbers are still low is because there is a lot of perceptions in society and in families and all of that, that as a girl, you cannot do certain things, which actually it's completely false.
Yeah, you're proof of that. You
I
are
hope so.
proof of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Actually, it was a whole album. I love the music of Queen, so it was actually the Night of the Opera, the whole album.
Oh, wonderful. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Of course.
Dr. Irene, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
No.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
More than 8 hours is my job, so I'm always in front of a screen.
All right. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Dr. Irene Katzela, what would you say that is?
Do every day something that frightens you, and it will not frighten you anymore.
Love it. Dr. Irene, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, I would like to thank you about having me today, and just a warm hello from a cold Toronto. And I hope that our paths will cross again in the future.
I do hope so. I mean, again, last year we were there, and I'm meeting other people this year, and we said that we would not return to the US. Next, we will do Europe. But oh my, I am reconsidering because the people that I'm meeting now, oh my. And we were in Toronto for a couple of days. But as you said, I do not live in the past. Yes, I live in the future.
Sure.
Dr. Irene Katzela, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.